Another and adopt the spirit of giving. Three suspects appear before Khosi Moroka on suspicion of stolen cattle. Preparations for FNB Kazungula Bridge Marathon progressing well. Welcome and thank you for joining us. Now in our first story, President Dr. Mokgweetsi Masisi has urged the nation to care for one another and adopt the spirit of giving to the less privileged as his government aspires to close the gap between the rich and the poor, which is echoed on the aspirations of the country's National Vision 2036. President Masisi said this when donating two tested high-quality Simmental and Brahman bulls to Mr. Musimanua Pula Kumo and Mr. Sesedi Sikube, respectively, during a Kotla meeting in Kanye this morning. Monica Tsuela reports.
The Minister of Agriculture, Mr. Fidelis Molao, handing over certificates to Mr. Kumo and Mr. Sikube, a testament they are now owners of high-quality bulls. As champion of Vision 2036, President Masisi says his mission is to demonstrate and become exemplary to the transformation agenda.
wa go thusana oro rarabolotseng mo laneng la rona le tebelo pele la Vision 2036 le ka lone re batlang gore ra tumalane bahumanegi kana ba senang le ba bana le sepe re ngotle pharologanyo gareng ga bone re oketse dijo re rotloetse ba itekang
di thathubilwe di supile ha di le dipo e ka mannete me re solohela gore ba ba betsweng le bone tla re ga ba ntse ba tsweletse ba nne bo mampudinyana jaaka tautonana a bua le bone ba tolle le bogo la bone ba kgone go abela ba bangwe ba ba tshelang le bone.
Mr. Kumo and Mr. Sikube, who are farmers, share a humble story inspired by the love of cattle rearing.
Ne ke koropa mo koperasing ya motlakase BPC go ne gona le re go torre ba imedi mopi na le moraka ko mokane la botlhano a morakeng rona ra tantshini ga tla mo go nna gore mme ka mosoke ka taiwa ka eng ka lemphorwana la bojalo ga le hohe
khomo ya ntlha ke e rekile ka madi a malengana gompieno ke hano hapele ga morahi jaaka motsadi kgotsa jaaka motho yo modimo a kileng a utlwa.
Community leaders appreciated the gifts.
Dipotse tauto na re dilebogela thata gore be o tlo go di abela batho mono borra ba lo amogetseng dikgoma go re utlwe gore ngwa ya tsona e tswa go gantsi jana ha e tswa go gantsi e tla ka kwano la itshore tlhoka tlhokomelo e ntseng yana
re go leboge monga rona gore o bo re hile peo yo re neetseng mo mosong wa tsatsi la gompieno ke peo ka re solohela gore e tla re mo nakong e sa hediseng pelo kana go pele e be setse re bona mosola wa tsone kana koketsego ya potse.
Farmers were encouraged to also participate in the value chain development of this sector, including utilizing the Ramatlabama Artificial Insemination Center. Monica Sotswaila, BTV News.
Government today launched the Moletlotlo initiative that aims to revitalize farming in Botswana towards a more commercial approach. Speaking at the launch of the program during the Kanye Kotla meeting, President Dr. Mokgweetsi Masisi said the initiative aims to help farmers secure their farmland by helping with debushing and buying of tractors at a subsidized fee. The Moletlotlo replaces ISPAD.
The long-awaited Moletlotlo program that replaces ISPAD has been launched. Addressing Kotla meeting in Kanye, President Masisi shared that the program, the first of its kind, will unleash great potential among farmers who are eager to produce food for the country. With the Moletlotlo, government will help debush farms at a reasonable cost, subsidize tractors and its implements, among other mouth-watering offerings.
Rira masimo a matona o bo inela gape gore tshimo ya gago o itse mekono le gore e kana kang ka bophara o ska re nya wa ska tsena o ska tsena e be go tretolo mo go tona e nna tshimo e tona le ha e ka nna 2,000 5,000 hectares go kopantswe masimo a batho ba le bantsintsi a lengwa ka nako e le mohela re tsamaela go ha le sa bone ra tšhentšha re batla gore le tsela tse nne di irile yana go nne morero mme le re reng ka pele se ka la diega kana nna ke itlhaganetse botautona ba ba hela ke batla go dira tiro.
President Masisi encouraged locals to embrace this program, citing more jobs to be created.
Lenaneo le kana go ngwa ha o tlhaloganya lenaneo le la temo le tlotlo ke lenaneo la phetlo mebereko ka gore ha le ka lela tlhoko ha le tlhatloga le tsena mo go ba go simolla ka ba ba hagare go simolla go ribologa metswedi ya mebereko.
In addition, registration under Temolotlotlo will be digitalized to reduce paperwork and increase productivity.
Go a ikwadisiwa jaanong la atamele lo ikwadise go tsenngwa mo maranyaneng o tlhoka o mang hela la ha o mo itse ka tlhogo o itse dinomoro tsa teng wa tsena teng hela o ba bolelela nomoro ya gago ya o mang nomoro ya gago ya cell phone ba re na natso o bo tsengwa mo maranyaneng o bo kwadisa ka gore e tsamaiswa ka maranyane re rialo re raya gore jaanong mo tsatsing la gompieno ka re tlhalose jalo gore isphadi jaanong o hedile go simologa temo le tlotlo.
As many are ways clouds to gather and bring much needed rainfall soon, His Excellency also challenged farmers to change their mindset, agree with fellow neighbors, as some developments under Temolotlotlo might result in realignment of their farms for easy access and development. Geletleletswe Somolekai, BTV News.
A group of aspiring entrepreneurs and young minds presented their ideas in a pitching contest that was presided over by an international panel of judges from various fields in the diamond industry. One of the standout presentations was from Mr. Thapelo Mothatego, who unveiled an innovative progress through which he can turn the waste products produced from cutting and polishing diamonds into new non-diamonds, which can be used to power quantum computers. The pitching contest took place during the Faces 2023 Diamond Conference. Solofelo Tombali has more.
The second edition of Facets Diamond Conference brought together speakers from all over the world to have broad discussions about the future of and the challenges experienced by the global diamond industry. And during the conference, a platform was also created for Botswana's youth to present their vision for this country's future in diamonds. The second and third place winners of the pitch contest shared their ideas that earned the judges' approval.
The pitch that I gave to the competition was to transform our current operations into a one-stop service center. Currently, we're providing diamond manufacturing services. Yes, sir. I think that what the judges liked about my pitch was the fact that our business is in the midstream segment of the diamond value chain.
Yeah, I think the judges like that the pitch was different because it's not a usual pitch within the diamond industry, because this is like a scientific innovation sort of. So it's not like in the luxury industry per se, but it's utilizing like waste from the luxury industry and then repurposing it to use it scientifically to make nano diamonds which find like really good uses among different industries.
The organizers of Facets 2023 Diamond Conference assert that even though Botswana has gained recognition for its rough diamonds, the country has bright, enterprising youth who can transform the industry and who need to be nurtured.
People in Botswana are known for their rough diamonds, which are fabulous, of course, but we do feel this entrepreneurial spirit that there is, and I think today was the example of that. We wanted to hear what the youth, the next generation, had to say and how they were evolving, how they were taking an industry that they were maybe familiar with, but not quite, and had to further develop. And here we got to see that, right? We had over 27 pitches that were sent in, of which a selection was made, and 5 of them came through. And we're so happy that we had it because it was a little bit of everything.
At the close of the conference, the stakeholders from government and industry were encouraged to invest in the ideas and innovations that were presented, ensuring transformation that goes beyond economic prosperity, aiming to benefit society and the environment as well. Solofelo Tombale, BTV News, Gaborone.
Now, a senior forensic scientist from Botswana Police, Ms. Tirelo Marope, this morning continued giving evidence before Broadhurst Chief Magistrate, indicating that in all the clothing items which she received to link blood samples with the DNA found in the clothes, it emerged that the accused person, Elliot Nchalinchali, was the one wearing them. Today, Marope was being cross-examined by the defense lawyer for the third and fourth accused person, Mr. Nkosana Ngwenya, who wanted to know what she was tasked to do and how many blood samples and clothing items she received. Ms. Marope told the court that she was given 7 items to perform a DNA test in all of them. She says of the 7 items, 4 of them were blood samples and the other 3 were clothing items, which included a cap, woolen glove and a sweater. According to the particulars of the offense, the quartet of Muthusi Alfred Matomela, Tapelo Lekobe, Mzwandile Mazibuku and Elliot Nchalinchali are charged with robbery in G4 as a security company. Cash amount to 2,310,000 in October 2021 at 10 Right Mall in Mogoditani. They also face further charges of unlawful possession of firearms and ammunition, as well as unlawful possessions of goods stolen outside the country. Now, moving on, residents of Masuyadi ward in Molepolole North constituency said they are having sleepless nights due to high crime rates that threaten their lives, as well as the state of dirt in the area, which they believe have a negative impact on their community's reputation. They conveyed these grievances during a recent Khotla meeting addressed by Member of Parliament, Mr. Wabile Rukhoe. Bokamoso Kwisafalo has more.
In line with the democratic tradition of seeking input from the people, the MP for Molepole North, Wabile Rukhoe, has embarked on a series of Khotla meetings that are aimed at engaging with the local residents regarding their daily concerns. This provided an opportunity for them to voice out their challenges, especially the increasing crime rates.
Batho ba tsohela go ba tswang teng ko dikgoteng tse di kgakala kwa ba dile go thollela leso le le sisibanyang gone hela gona morago ga rona yaanong dilo tse dintse jaanong di baya kgotla e kana kgaolwe mo boleng bo seng bone matshwenyego a rona ka mo kgaolong e ya maswi a ditshwenye go tletse borukutlo bo bontsi thata.
Mongamine ke kopa gore a o ka ska wa re buelela bogolo ga irwa office ela la e kana ile one room hela ga no go na le mapodisi ka kwano ka gore motse ka kwano ka re ka go thoko ga re simola re kwa mapodisi ga bana dikoloi.
The area MP had a chance to respond to the challenges as presented by his constituents, and a new police station was promised that will be built to deal with issues of crime in the area.
Bane ba tswa ko hela beta ba thala leswe le hale mme ke le kope ka gore batho ba irang jana ba bangwe ba tabaletsitse ka dikoloi ha o sa kgone go bua nae tsaya nomore ya koloi yoneo gore ete ye go supara gore ke yone e dirileng jana ka re yo ka tshwarang a le nosi ene ke ena ta ntshang ba bangwe khansele e irile thulaganyo ya gore e ntshe dipampiri tse dintshotse tse e leng gore ha go na le se o ka la tsenya mo teng o ye go di kopa ampo go ba BDC ba di le kopele gore leswe lothe le o sa di tsotlhe tso sa di tlhokeng go ngo di tsenye mo e be le gore kolo ya khansele e katla ya be heta e ka ditsa ya go datela go e tshwanetseng teng.
Police e ke buang ka yone ka sengwe le sengwe se hedile le setsha se teng a ke ra go dio tse di emiswe ke ditsa ke tsere kgato ra rulaganya ka setsha sa be sa nna teng land board ya ntsha setsha ya senela police se teng ha tendera la e goroga mo one tseng tendera o ta ba tlhamala gwa.
Residents were also implored to uphold the spirit of self-reliance and explore other programs designed to enhance their quality of life, including a forthcoming agricultural initiative named the Moletlotlo. Bokamoso Kwisafalo, BTV News, Molepolole.
You're watching BTV News and thank you for staying with us. Now moving on, 3 suspects who are family members at Lerala village appeared before Kosiselo Moroka for being in possession of 2 slaughtered cows that are suspected to have been stolen.
The trio of Bubuagwana cattle posts were found in possession of processed dried meat suspected to be from the carcass of suspected stolen cattle. These suspects faced their fate when law enforcement officers approached them to question the authenticity of the meat they were found in possession of. Hence, suspicions arise as law enforcement arrested them. Botswana Police spokesperson Assistant Commissioner Dipeko Mutube is concerned that cattle rustlers have resorted to steal other farmers' cattle and slaughter them to sell meat in Tsopon North.
Go tlhabiwa dikgomo tsatsi le letsatsi mme fa re leng teng fa re bona matubako le marope a supang gore go tiro e dirwang go melora go meswang e supang gore tsatsi le letsatsi go lebagale gore dikgomo di a tlhabiwa ebile go apewa dikgomo di a tlhabiwa go supa gore go na le mokgwa mongwe wa bogodu jwa leruo o diragalang kana mokgwa mongwe wa go tlhaba leruo o sa tlhamallang ka gore re itse sentle gore leruo le tlhabiwa jang mme ga o bona digwapa re tla go di bona mo sekgweng se se kitlaneng se se tshwanang le se go a supa gore ruri go na le bothata ka dikgang tsa bogodu jwa leruo mo kgaolong ena.
Some of the farmers said that they have formed clusters to fight stock theft.
Matshwenyo ha rona gore re dire mokgatho ke ho nyelellwa ke leruo. Gore bona ho le maleba gore re dire mokgatho wa ntebele ke ho lebele. Mo nakong ya gompieko go tanna le pharologanyo ka mabaka a khomukhumo.
Rwala rena ya re lo fula le ruri se re thole re le bona. Ra bona gona le tshwenyo la gore re ipope gore re tere kgone go lwantsha bogodu jwa leruo kana ntebela ke go lebele ka tsela ngwe re dirisang mokhumo e dira tiro ene moreto o supa la utala elona re tana le mashita ka gore na le backup
thata jo botona e le gone gore bemba leruo tota ba eleng gore ba senyegetswe mo go lone ga se bone ba eleng gore ba le ithekisetsa batho ba le utswa mo go bone ba le rekisa se se botlhoko ke gore go be go tlhabiwa dikgomo tse go sena thekegelo gore a kgomo ya dusa a ke namane a ke poo e leng gore motho e rekile ka madimadi a sa emeleng.
Farmers have been urged to support Khomukumo operatives as that could help bring more culprits to face the law.
The Northwest Council has resolved to disregard the advice of its attorney who wanted the council not to take sides on a case in which a former council chairman, Mr. Kibadire Nsokoto, and his deputy, Mr. Lekonne Masoko, have taken the council before courts, challenging the manner in which they were unseated, further requesting that they be reinstated and be paid full salaries of their previous positions. Maranyane Samakata has more.
Council attorney Mr. Ozoletse Mupo had suggested to the council not to oppose nor defend in the court case, as they are not in a better position to win it, citing that the decision to pass a motion of no confidence on the former leaders was taken against the council secretary's advice that it was unprocedural to do so.
If we are to oppose that application, in terms of the law and in terms of procedure, we will have to file an affidavit by Mr. Katora himself. And that would go to the root of this case. Advice.
Councillors called for the council to oppose.
Council e tshwanetse a dumela le nna ka go ja pele gore re go defender this case ka ke case ya council e sa eta modula stilo mothusi wa gagwe le yone council ka boyone re na le boemedi ja semolao jo tshwanetse ja maka dinao ja defender all the processes and procedures that happens within this institution.
Ga bua gore the Local Government Act modulastulo re iturile ha kae ga bua gore the standing order that are the statutes tse re na le tsone se se turilwe ha kae ka na tsena in details ke ana se tsetsene mo go tsone gore ye ga ra tsamaya sentle re tule standing order ramasware so rona re guide the standing order gone so se re tsamaisa.
Others embraced Mr. Mupo's proposal.
It's a very wise move for the council a sa tsaye position, because the way ka honorable Mupo a tlhalosa ka teng yeah, it will be maphakela hela be nna re loser re le council ka gore anta be re lwa le statement se se dirilwe ke rona kana le affidavit ya ha council secretary.
Once you know what we take the position to oppose, for our we are mandated to make an affidavit. What we are aiming for an accounting officer, which are going to have a statement.
Mr. Ntsogotlo and Mr. Masuku were ousted from office in May this year for allegedly failing to address pertinent issues in the district. Maranyani Samakata, BTV News, Maung.
And that is the news this hour. Do stay with us. Tato Khosimore on standby to take you through the world of sport.
Thank you, Olibile Samoka. In context, continuing with sports update brought to you by Tato Khosimore. Good afternoon. President of International Sheteru Kenshiken ISSK Sensei John Rakotom says it is very important to standardize practices and develop their style in order to produce well-rounded athletes. Sensei Rakotom highlighted this yesterday after his arrival in the country. He is expected to conduct a training seminar with the local ISSK practitioners for the next 11 days. Tlamelo Munsusi reports.
Sensei Ratoko, who's been guiding International Shituru Kenshankai Keshiken since 2016, will be in the country for the next 11 days to run various development programs. The Japanese-born karateka will work with ISKK Botswana branch in conducting coaching clinics, technical assessment, educational exercises, as well as athletics grading.
I am here to give a seminar for family, ISKK family of Botswana. Step by step, we will training for the basic and the principle of the Shitoryu Karate Do of Mabuni Sensei. The basic meaning, the principle of Shitoryu from the founder, and also the spirit of karate. I mean, most of this spirit, it's very important, the meaning of Shingitai. Shingitai means the principle of mind, body, and techniques. They have to be together.
Meanwhile, President of ISKK Botswana, Shihan Tuto, expects to learn a lot from the teachings of Sensei Ratoko, who will be conducting his first seminar on the African continent.
Ga bone karate ka go thoko tswa mo pitseng ano go botlhokwa gore no tlisa batho ba tshwana le ene especially re le khakala mo Afrika yana go tla gore tlhatlhela gore tle re khone gore re gole re itse se re se dirang.
At the end of the week and a half long seminar, Sensei Ratoko will upgrade successful karatekas at various competency levels. Sensei John Ratoko conducted a similar training exercise in Brazil for 7 days earlier this month, and will next head to Sri Lanka to carry out similar training workshop. Tlamelo Munsusi, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
The national women's football team, the men's, is taking on Tanzania in Dar es Salaam in the first leg of the Paris 2024 Olympic qualifiers at the Chamaza Sport Complex. The Mayors are currently trailing by a 1-0 in the first half following the home side goal inside 2 minutes. The Mayors have played several matches to sharpen up for the clash as they have been competing in the WAFCON qualifiers as well as the 2023 COSAFA Senior Women's Championships. In other matches, Uganda leads Cameroon 1-0 while Morocco takes on Namibia at 7 o'clock this evening. And our last story this afternoon. The CEO of FNB Kazungula Bridge Marathon, Obert Morgan, says it is important to always focus on improving all aspects of the annual race so as to attract top elite runners from across the globe, as well as promote health and fitness. Morgan highlighted this morning at a media brief in Gaborone, where the local organizing committee launched new sponsorship deals for the 2024 edition to be held in February next year. Lydia Poloko.
The third edition of the Kazungula Bridge Marathon is expected to set the pace as one of the leading races in the road running calendar in the country, as the organizers look to attract over 5,000 runners to the village of Kasani. However, for that to happen, it is crucial that the marathon coordinators secure the much-needed resources to develop the event.
With all the sponsors we just came in, we are now in total of 20 sponsors, right? 20 sponsors, which is quite remarkable. It's not easy to get these deals in, right? Sometimes we have more reception. So now, like a more reception, you could go hella more reception 20 times, but you usually allow 21. So it's a hard work. I would like to urge others, by Lord, that are watching at the moment, but guys, don't give up. Everything that you're doing, be proud of yourself. Try to traverse, talk to your colleagues, open doors for them, let them see their dreams are coming out there, because their dreams is your dream.
Following the launch of the FNB sponsorship extension earlier this year, the event organizers on Thursday morning revealed additional partnership deals with Botswana Post and CA Sales.
By collaborating with us, the marathon now has access to a postal network spanning firstly 130 postal operation points, which is our brick and mortar. But then we are looking at more than 234 touch points, including our partnerships that have got choppies in them. And we also have other partners who just came on board, such as Pick and Pay. And of course, we are also a partner of SPAR. And we know these partnerships are going to be rolled out to ensure that Botswana generally are able to access service through the post office, not only at the postal counter, but at the postal extended partnership. And we will be launching, end of October, our digital post, which is going to be the post in the palm of your hand.
The category that the CEO spoke about, which is quite important to us, to an inclusive brand and ensure that we don't leave anybody behind. We will be calling you to our other activations to speak more in terms of what we want to achieve with people with disabilities, and ensure that in the world of marathons, Kazungula becomes a reference point for not just the able-bodied runners, but for everybody who has an interest in the business of running. So with that,
I see great potential in the event. We are all probably aware of the Comrades Marathon over in South Africa. So who's to say that this cannot become similar for Botswana and bring in those kind of numbers? I mean, already the numbers that you presented, amazing. And it's an amazing work, but I think that we are very lucky as NJ to come in as early as we can, and hopefully are able to build the brand of the FNB KBM into something that's known majorly worldwide.
The 2024 FNB Kazungula Bridge Marathon is slated for the 24th of February, where the winners of the main 42.2-kilometer elite class will each walk away with 75,000 bulam. Lydia Poloko, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
That's all from In Context Sports Update. In Context to continue on the other side with Ulibile Samoka. Stay tuned and good afternoon.
ngwageng e tlang e le yona bohelo wa rona mo setilong ra go decentralize education. We're going to decentralize education.